What's up, Deadhead crew, and welcome to part 2 of our conversation with Val and I. We are talking about baseball, all baseball things, right? Traditions, what's going on, what are we doing during this season, all of that stuff. We're going to be talking about gear, right? The gear that we're taking to ballparks or events, things like that. We're going to talk about what we feel some of the teams that are, up and coming teams and the teams that we should be looking at, and then as well as, unfortunately, sadly, we have to talk about the Tampa Bay Rays. We talk about a little bit about it, and as well as whether or not should baseball have a cap or a salary bottom. All of that, we get into it, guys. So without further ado, I'll give you the episode. I want to get into the mind, and then I'm throwing this on you, but we were talking off line is on gear, right? Some of the gear that you're taking this year, that I'm taking this year, that I'm working on. Like I'm trying to, like you and me were having a conversation about like we got to get our gear set together for like when we go to a ballpark. So walk us through, because a lot of people want to know, because like you make some cool videos, right? When you go to the ballpark, like what is some of the gear that you are taking with you this year?
As far as like what's in my bag?
Yeah, what's in your bag? Like, the like tripod, microphone, lighting. What is it that, like your basic stuff that you do take with you?
That's so funny that you say that, because I'm actually putting together a what's in my bag video for spring training. So I'm gonna go back and listen to this if it's out. It probably won't be out yet, actually, but I can rewatch it and so I don't forget anything. So at least for spring training, I have a Stadium Food Girl bag that my friend got made for me. It's got like my logo and everything. So in there,
wait, where are the stickers though?
I know, right?
We gotta get you some stickers.
I need to. I have a light that clips to the top of my phone.
Okay.
So I'll have that. I have a clear bag with all of my pens. I have a bunch of colorful pens in there because I take my passport. It also fits in this little clear zipper bag. And I'm going to expose myself. I don't care. I put my tripod in there because most teams don't allow your tripod. So I put my tripod in there. It fits perfectly. Okay, moving on. I take a portable charger.
Okay.
So I make sure that that's fully charged. Take my cord. I also take like a small bag with like a perfume, deodorant, because I sweat. And
Girl, who does it, especially during the summer?
Games in Vegas. And then I usually take, of course, my wallet and my makeup bag.
Okay. So, but you do have a clear bag, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So those are the rules of this year, like baseball. I got to get me a clear bag. I don't have a clear bag yet.
What?
No, I don't, because I have this one over the shoulder bag. You see this?
Wow. Hold on. Here's my.
Oh, that's nice. I like it. Ooh, SFG with the color. Oh, okay, Rangers colors. I like it. Red, white, and blue. But see, I got this one, right? It also has a little charger right there for that I can put a little battery and everything. So it's like it has all my stuff in here, right? But I've been trying to figure it out. But a lot of the teams don't let you bring in a bag anymore.
Yeah.
It has to be a clear bag, which is kind of annoying.
Get you a clear backpack.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So that's going to be part of one of my things that I'm looking for, just like putting it together. It's like I got to put that together. So I got some lightings, I got some lenses for my phone. So I'm looking at some of those things that I'm putting together. We're talking about tripods, what tripods I'm going to use, sometimes I'm thinking about the gear that I'm going to take with me, and then I'm also thinking about emergency gear. Like, what if I forget this stuff? What do I have in order for me to make it happen? Which is, you have to, right? I guess.
Yeah. I have forgotten my light before, and I have been very upset. The food videos don't come out as clear without the light.
Oh yeah. Like I'm 100% agree. Like, I mean, look at this thing. Like I have my tripod with me, ready to go. This thing is going places.
Nice. That's a nice one. I don't know if I can sneak that in.
Well, I already sent you a link for another one already.
Yes.
It's a handheld one, and it's a little taller. It's a tripod and also a selfie stick.
There we go.
So, yeah. So see. What is let me see here. So you have a tripod, you got lighting, you got your pens,
Mhm.
which is funny. I should do that. What is the one item that is like that you're looking to start a collection of this year?
What do you mean, like add to my?
To your collection, because for example, for me this year, I'm trying to be more conscious about the things that I buy at the ballpark. So I'm trying to get pins, from the ballparks that I've been to. And this is an idea from Eric, um, of the Earn for an Average podcast. You guys got to go and check him out. So what he was talking about, him and Donnie, we're all talking about it, is having pins, buying pins instead of a lot of stocks. Like sometimes, like we go to some of the ballparks, like for example, the Durham Bulls is right here. I always go there, so I was like, I should get a Durham Bulls pin instead of another hat, which I have like a gazillion Durham Bulls hats.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Pins are one that I've been doing. Pins and cups are like my always. Like, I won't always buy a jersey if I already have it. Like, I will always have a. It's hard with the aviators. Like, sometimes I'm just like, okay, I have like 50 cups and I've got almost every pin. So that's different for me. But now I want to start adding magnets to my collection. We love
Ooh.
magnets.
Darla and I do that everywhere we go. We buy a magnet of that city or place, and we put them in. I have a little mini fridge in the garage, and we
Mhm.
put them there.
Nice. Yeah, we just started doing magnets. So,
I like that. I like that. I like that idea. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay. I've been asking all these questions. What questions do you have?
When are y'all coming out to the Las Vegas ballpark?
I, so AAA championship is still happening in Vegas, right?
I hope. It's always been the same. I feel like
Okay.
it should always be here. I mean, it should always be here
Why is this should always be there?
because it's Vegas. I was about to say, and it's a neutral site, but that's so messed up because that's indicating that the Aviators would never make it. Like, I caught myself. No, I hope the Aviators do make it, obviously, and I would still hope for it to be here in Vegas.
Okay. As far as I know, I don't think it's changing, but it
Oh,
could.
imagine. So you're saying you could do the Las Vegas ballpark in September and then AZ Fall League in October?
Could, yeah. Or, because like, October is, yeah,
That'd be dope.
and it's expensive, but
Mm,
that'll be cool.
yeah. No, definitely. Um,
Um, Go ahead. Another question.
do you have any? I know you mentioned Portland and Northwoods League. Do you have a minor league stadium that you plan on crossing off this year? Crossing off for the first time.
So if I don't do, yeah. So my goal this year is to do as many North Carolina ballparks, right? Um, Also the one that's on the list that I really want to do is Richmond, the Flying
Oh, flying
Squirrels.
squirrels, yes.
Yeah. So Mark Cheatham of baseball, Black Baseball Mixtape, he's from Richmond.
Oh,
So yeah, so I already reached out to him and like, listen, dude, let's try to do something this year, this summer. Let's try to do a collab up there in Richmond. I'll drive up there. It's not that far, and then let's get something going. So
oh,
that
okay.
should be cool.
I don't know if you saw today. I was going through some of the responses. They were just really cool. Minor League posted a post today, a map with every team, and I think they captioned it like, "Where do you plan on going this year?" Or "Where are you excited to go this year?" You should go through it on your free time tonight if you're doing like late night scrolling. Go through some of the answers of like where people want to go. I put Reno on there, of course.
Okay.
Reno's. We're gonna
Was
do.
it on their Instagram page?
Yeah, on their Instagram. It's interesting to see like what people who love the same thing are going to do instead, like as far as stadiums.
That's cool though. I'll be honest. Like some of the best people that I've met has been through this. Oh, I see their post right now. They did pin it. Like, wow, that's pretty cool. So I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Yeah.
it's funny to see this map. I'm looking at this map right now, and it's like the West Coast. It's like very empty.
I know. Yeah.
I know, right? And then you got the East Coast, and you're like, boom, there it
How do
is.
they fit every logo on there?
So North Carolina, like you got Asheville, you got Hickory, you got Winston Salem. Like you got a lot of teams here, right? Like Ohio has a whole bunch, Florida has a whole bunch. I mean, we could do a whole weekend in one area driving around and still not be able to get all of the teams in some of these states.
Must be so nice. Ugh, must be so nice. Wow, I didn't realize that Spartanburg is right on the border.
Oh yeah, it's right
I
there.
I don't know the Carolinas. I don't know the East Coast enough, sadly. That's my fault.
See, so that's an I see your crossing off at Reno races Aces game finally, and then you put the fire emoji, love emoji. So there it is. I see it.
The Frisco Fighters, everyone, open parentheses or open quotations, the one with the lazy river, close quotations.
I mean,
Writers. That's a
can't
good one.
go. That's it. That is a good one. If we do make it back to Cleveland, love to go back to the Lake County Captains. That's a good one. They just released a new logo. So yeah, there's that.
Ooh, look at this comment real quick. Somebody said all of the Northwest League. They mean Northwest or Northwood?
Which one is that one?
It's a comment that's right under mine. Plus Tacoma, maybe Reno, Vegas, and Sacramento. That's my type of.
Yep. That's a lot.
Yep.
Okay, minor league. I see you guys.
Heck yeah. Look at Nevada. There's Salt Lakes is even more sad.
New Mexico.
By
itself. You know what I mean? So I mean, listen, California has like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams.
That's not bad.
California is a big state. So, but Florida, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 teams.
The jumbo shrimp are my number one in that state, by the way.
Jumbo shrimp, I've been there. That's a cool one. Their hat wall is fire.
You know who else is number one on my list? Biloxi, the Shuckers.
The Shuckers? Yeah.
They have the cutest mascot race. The potato. Like, how cute is that?
Nice. There's a lot of teams that like I really want to visit, you know, as we go. But yeah, I think I want to concentrate this year. I've already hit a couple of them already. I hit Greensboro. I hit the Charlotte Knights, Kannapolis. I've already done the Mudcats. I've done Durham Bull. So I want to finish the rest of the teams.
Yeah, for sure. So and I plan on going back to Albuquerque this year. So hopefully I can make it.
Albuquerque is a nice one. Been there. You know, I've actually been. I've been blessed because like I've hit a lot of teams already. St. Paul Saints, you gotta make it to St. Paul.
I know.
That ballpark is beautiful.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. When you go, and then there's a fine line that we have to do as like content creators. There's a fine line that we have to do. It's like, oh, I wish they would do this better. I was like, oh, this sucks or whatever, right? Like, how critical are you? Not on social media, obviously, but like how critical are you a lot of the times when you go to a ballpark?
When it comes to minor league, I try not to be that critical because I know that they can only do so much.
Yeah.
I know that the money is not really the same.
Yeah. Unless you're doing diamond baseball. In that case, then yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of it, you know, it's not really the same as far as what they can do. I will say though, I was really upset when I saw the new Aviators ballpark didn't have a roof on it. I will forever be critical of that.
Of which one again?
The Las Vegas ballpark.
Not having a roof?
Yeah.
Why?
It gets so hot there.
Okay, I got you. I can see that. See. But the problem is
120-degree summers are no fun.
And it's dry heat too.
Yeah. I will say though, it is nice that all of their seats are nets. They're not metal.
Really?
They're like a mesh material. Yeah.
All of their seats?
All of their seats.
Interesting.
No, there's not one metal seat there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. It's still on my pocket list to hit Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, just because, you know,
triggered.
No, just a little bit.
Yeah, my bad.
Listen, it is what it is. What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Do you plan to hit any other sports this year?
Oh, I mean, of course. I mean, the hockey season's still going on, so I'm definitely still going to do Golden Knights games.
Mm-hmm.
I did plenty of Raiders games this season. Um, I just picked up on some new WNBA merch, so I will be going to a few Aces games this year. The season starts in May, WNBA. And while we're in spring training next week, we were going to go to a Suns game if they were in town, but they're not in town, which is fine because when I was in Arizona a few months ago for the fall league, I did go to a Suns game. So I do try to fit that into my schedule.
I got you.
You?
Yeah, I want to take Mia to a hockey game this year. I think she would enjoy that very much.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely want, obviously, some baseball for sure. I would love to make it down to Charlotte to grab a game, two games. One, lacrosse, because there's a professional lacrosse team there, the Chaos.
Nice.
And then a soccer game.
Nice. Yes.
MLS.
You just reminded me. I have been going to a couple of lacrosse games, and I love them. I have gone to a few.
Lacrosse is a fun sport.
And they play music the entire time.
Yeah, they're no joke. Although I wish they were up here in Raleigh, but it's fine, no big deal.
Yeah.
It's only a 2-hour drive to Charlotte, but here in Raleigh we have a USL team, men's and women's.
Ooh.
So, and not too far from me. So I might hit up a couple of other teams this year to show so we can go at some soccer games.
Those games are fun. The Las Vegas Lights are here, and they're owned by Jose Bautista, and his suite is very like accessible. Like you can literally be right next to his suite because it's outside. So I want to meet him this year. We went to a few games last year, so we'll be doing that again this year.
That's cool. I like that a lot. I like it.
I won't wear my Rangers gear though. That would be really awkward.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Because you probably will be triggered because of what happened the last time.
Yeah. Probably won't be allowed back. So
I like it. So let's talk a little bit, and then we'll get out of here soon here. But what is your take on RoboUmps this year? Like, do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? I know you got your opinions, and that's why I'm asking, because you know how this goes.
So I'm in a group chat with some Dodgers fans. Like some of my best friends, they're Dodgers fans. And I'm in a group chat with them. And the other day I asked them, I wasn't pointing towards any team. I was just like, hey, chat, what are our thoughts on RoboUmps? Do you think that they will be set up a certain way or programmed a certain way to like miss calls for certain teams?
Oh my God! You were just trying to start things, weren't you?
It was a genuine question. I'm like, are any of you guys like in the computer world like that? Like, what do you guys think? And of course, all of them like started sending me old Rangers highlights of us getting walked off in games and stuff. And I was just like, dang, that's not where I was going, but all right, but
ask and you shall receive.
Yeah. Yep. What about you? I'm excited though. I am excited. It'll be interesting. Maybe I'm just so triggered from guys like Angel Hernandez.
It should have happened a long time ago, to be honest with you. Here's the thing, though, because I think AAA has a great system, right?
The replay,
right? So again, there's days where during the season where the RoboUmps are the ones that are calling the balls and strikes, and the ump gets a signal on the ear, and then he calls it after that. So it's like boom, done. You know what I mean? The replay system is so much better than MLB's because all you have to do, the batters all have to do is just tap his helmet, and then it's like, all right, review it right there on the spot, and then they put it on the video board for everyone to see.
Yes. And you can see the zone, and you can see where the ball like lands in slow motion.
Thank you.
And it's so funny when the ump gets it wrong because you can hear the crowd's reaction.
Right. So it's like it's right there, though. It's like and a lot of the times, it's funny because like the umps were pretty close. So it's like they're pretty spot on.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, so I don't know why there's so much hate on it, but I'm like, dude, it's like they're right there. Yeah. Pretty close.
For sure. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it. It'll be interesting. I think I think I saw somewhere where it said that we'll see him in spring training.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I'll see. Hopefully, like if they're at the games that I'm at, I'm definitely gonna try and post it.
All right, cool. So here's your thing, right? I want a full report on this
Oh, got you.
because I want to see how this goes.
Yeah,
Because I think that's something that's like going to be, obviously it's definitely needed in Major League Baseball for sure.
yeah,
Because it's it was definitely interesting seeing last year how it went.
yeah.
So
No,
I
for sure.
like that. Okay. Um, do you, so here's a question for you. Do you think the rivalries this time around are a lot more intense this time around or in the past?
I feel like
I got my thoughts on this one.
they've been a little different,
Hmm.
specifically with we'll take Dodgers Astros for example. I feel like since that whole scandal happened,
Hmm.
it's been different. Because these two teams have really nothing to do with each other as far as division or league.
Okay.
But back in the day, like it was always Yankees, Red Sox, same league, of course, same division.
Right.
Um, in a past time, I mean, it's still pretty recent, but like Dodgers, Padres has always been a thing. But why same league, same division? So I feel like I like to see it grow and have in however way it can.
Hmm.
I like the drama, and so I was really, really into that Dodgers Padres game with Profar. Like that was just so fun for me. I'm into that stuff.
Oh God, no, I think rivalries make the sport better. I think though it's different from a fan's point of view than it is from a player's point of view. I think a lot of players nowadays don't really care as much as fans do.
Yeah,
Because listen, I I think that fans think that like players talk to each other, they're friends with each other. A lot of them from different teams, they practice with each other and all that. So it's like dude, we're just playing a game. Do some people hate each other? Absolutely.
yeah,
Are there some rivalries that are like more than others? Absolutely.
yeah.
But like they're a lot more friendlier with each other
Mhm.
than they are like fans are like like for example like Phillies. Philly fans don't like anybody.
Yeah.
Simple as that. They just do not like anybody, and they'll let you know.
Yeah, oh yeah. They
You know what I
will.
mean? So it's like New York fans. Even heck, even my own team, Cleveland's like a lot. They just do not like the
Mhm.
Yankees. But
Yeah.
if you see the players, they're like, oh, dude, they're cool as hell.
You
You know
know
what I
that
mean?
that brings up a good point because there's only technically only one guy left on that Astros roster from 2017, but I guarantee you the next 10 years there will be boos when those two teams play each other.
Yeah. No
Dodgers
matter what.
Astros. Yeah.
Fans will never forget. Fans
Yeah.
will never forget.
Yeah.
Players, they've moved on.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Carlos
mean,
Correa is in Minnesota. He is perfectly fine in Minnesota. Like, all these other players have left. No one has said anything. Hinch, he's with Detroit right now. He's
yeah.
doing a hell of a job in Detroit,
Incredible job.
right? You know what I mean? We're not gonna go over like who our picks are for like first, second, third. Like we'll do that at a later time. But like I mean, what he's doing with Detroit has been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The irony in how that game ended, the Tigers in Houston, that was fun.
Yeah.
So
So there's that. All right, cool.
also, why didn't I say Tigers next to Astros in that first question? I'm gonna sneak Tigers in there as well.
Okay, so all right. So you got Dodgers, you got Mets are your two, National League, and then Astros and Tigers.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. We'll see.
Do you want to add any since we've been talking about more teams?
Um Dodgers for sure on the National League.
Hmm.
I just don't know if the Mets have done enough for me to put them up there. I
No.
understand that they're a big market team. I get that. I just don't see them right now as being a competitor.
Interesting.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I
They
mean,
they do have one Soto. They got Lindor. Like as far as batting is concerned, like I mean, assuming batting power, they're loaded.
Yeah,
right?
the equation is pretty much the same as last year as far as their hitters. And then Juan
They
Soto.
just added Juan
Yeah.
Soto, which this kid is just ridiculous. He scares the hell out of me. I'm
He's
not
so
even gonna
scary.
lie.
Yeah,
He's that good, right? Um, the Yankees for me, they have not won a World Series in such a long time
yeah.
that we can say that they're competitors, but
I'm not there yet.
right. Houston, they're getting old, and I don't know if I got to think about the American League because that one I still got to think about that one. I
I
just
feel
don't
like
know.
the Astros always find a way, though.
Yeah, but they didn't really find a way last year. You know what I mean?
As far as playoffs, no, but when it mattered most for me, aka the division, yes.
Well, you got a little extra hate on that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, I don't really, to me, the one team that like I just cannot see them. It just is the Yankees. But that's just ingrained in me as a Cleveland fan. Again,
Yeah.
same thing, right? As you as Houston.
Yeah.
Um, so we'll see. Let me think about American League, and then I'll get back to you on that one.
Bet.
All right, final thoughts on this episode.
My final thoughts are that I am so excited. I'm so excited to see how things continue to progress in this game.
Oh yeah,
As far as contracts, as far as food, because I'll tell you right now, 10 years ago, food wasn't where it is today. I'm so excited to see what happens with the athletics and how that plays out in Sacramento.
girl.
I'm so excited.
We can do a whole episode on that whole thing
Oh my
alone.
gosh, yes, yes. With not with our friend Will.
Yeah.
But if he wants to come on, that would be dope. I'll wear a better hat that time.
Yeah, but don't wear it. Oh, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, and I'm so excited for the CBM meetup. I saw the photos last year in North Carolina, and I was so jealous. And so I'm just excited to see how I feel like every year it gets better. Like my
Yeah.
experience, free agents at the end of the season, that gets better. That Speedway game, Reds Braves, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
I feel like every year, like we just turn it up a notch as far as like something different, and
Yeah.
so it's fun.
I'm 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 optimistic. But the one thing that I'm looking for this year is on the merchandise side.
Yeah.
You got a lot of other companies that are going into like they're looking more into the fashion,
Hmm.
just rather than our normal new era 47, right? Like I mean, I'm very intrigued on how that whole area is growing.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm looking to highlight a lot more teams this year. I'm very excited for that. Um, as far as Major League Baseball, I'm intrigued. Um, I think the conversation has finally started to come through with the owners as far as a salary cap.
Yeah.
I rather see first a salary bottom
Yeah.
than a salary cap first, but I'll take it. You know what I mean? Just because I think it will bring more of it brings all the teams, closer together. And players saying that it's a bad idea, I don't want to hear it. Because I think it would be very interesting to see as soon as like you don't have those big power teams overspend over everybody else and then come more towards the middle with everybody else, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I had my thoughts this off season, my rants with the no salary cap.
Yeah.
And so, but that, like I remember when the Manny Machado contract was given out and then the Bryce Harper contract was given out, I was like, it can't get any bigger than this.
It did.
And then, and
It
so,
will.
yeah. And so that's what I'm excited for. I'm excited to see like how baseball is moving further and further along the like what else can I guess not what we can get away with because they can do anything they want, but like what can we do that wasn't being done 30 years ago?
Yeah. You were said about the Oakland A's or the Athletics only, right? I'm
Yeah.
also intrigued at how the Tampa Bay Rays are going to go. That's
Right.
another team that, you know what I mean? Right now, it's
Thought about
looking like, man, and if you guys should definitely take a look at MLB Raleigh on social media. follow them because they are like up to date on what is going on with these teams that are moving, because Raleigh's, they're bidding for it. They want to bid for a major league team to come here.
Yeah.
So they're really getting into the weeds of these things, and they're putting out a lot of stuff out there. Definitely take a look. I've been following the whole Tampa thing.
Like a relocation?
I don't know. Listen, I'm not gonna speculate. In my opinion, I've said it a while ago.
I will.
I think they will eventually. I think they will.
Yeah. And just leave the Marlins there?
Yeah. So
I mean, they don't need teams. I'd like to see some drama.
I know. I'm all for the drama. Drama.
Meanwhile, my state has 2 teams.
Right.
So
I think, I got my opinions on that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Make sure you guys are following Stadium Food Girl. You are not really on Twitter, so you do more of the, we've had this conversation. We're concentrating a lot on specific social media platforms this year.
Yes.
So what are your social media platforms that you're concentrating on this year? Instagram,
Threads, TikTok, YouTube.
Gotcha. There it is. As far as me, definitely YouTube for me. Instagram, Threads, I'm definitely into that one. I do have my Twitter one. It is the free version right now. I used to do my live streams there, but that's a different kind of conversation. But those are the ones. So you got Threads, Twitter, Instagram, and definitely YouTube. And I'll do a little bit of Blue Sky. I'm still a little slow on that one. So we will see you guys on the next Dad Hat Chronicles podcast. Who do we have? Well, I don't know. Somebody's going to teach me about a sport that they are at. Listen, if you know someone that is a triathlete or someone that is in a different sport other than baseball, basketball, tell them to hit me up. I'll be more than happy to, we're both going to be more than happy to learn about their sport. We got questions ready to go. As far as, listen, if you have someone, a professional pickleball player or anybody, let us know. We'll be more than happy to interview them on the podcast. Sounds good?
Yes, sounds great.
Perfect. All right, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one.